Hi, Steve here. Welcome to this new updated revamped Stop at a Winner bot, which is now called SAW Deluxe. We thought using the old name wouldn't be appropriate considering the vast changes that it's undergone since we released it back in January 2015. First thing you'll see, and you see on the slide there, if you know the software, is that we've also introduced Dutch betting in it now, and we've also gone so that you can select between the first, second, third, fourth or fifth favourite. So a much wider range and diversity of what the bot can cover. Also, amongst this big makeover we've had is we've added the 10 tab option. For those who've seen Auto Profit Soccer, 10 tab option means that you're never going to miss a race now. If you have even up to the 5 of the 10 tabs enabled, you're going to be able to keep betting when some races are either delayed or the results are late coming through, or there's been a protest. That was a bit of a problem in the original Stop at a Winner bot. Now that's been fixed with the option of going into extra tabs, so that when a tab is tied up waiting for a result, another tab can kick in. So let's talk to everyone here, so people that don't know what the bot does, and that will be covered here. Okay, so the software essentially bets on Betfair horse races, so any races covered by Betfair are covered by the bot, whether it be in any of the countries that Betfair operates. And it bets automatically straight into Betfair, so once you've done the settings, you don't have to interfere with it if you don't want to. If you've never used software to bet, then maybe today is the day that it should change for you. Because you haven't, is no excuse. Doing what you've always done, is not the only way to do it. So there is other ways, and betting with software now is how a lot of betting on Betfair is done, and why Betfair now I think is gaining the upper hand over bookies, apart from limiting accounts, and that Betfair does offer this interaction with the odds as it's happening in real time. So the software is a tool, and it's totally up to you. As I said, the options are wide and varied, and you take control of the odds, the stakes, and which races, which countries you want to bet, and more. So you can either macro manage this or micro manage it. It's up to you, depending on what sort of personality of a bettor you are. It does laying, backing, dutching, they're all covered. Loss recovery staking, level staking, it's covered. The first 5 favourites in the win market or place market, it's got it covered. You choose which countries you want to bet on: UK, Ireland, Australia. Those 3 there obviously have the most liquidity and are the easiest to bet in. New Zealand a little bit less liquidity, a little bit slower in getting the results back. South Africa even less liquidity. USA slowly picking up but still poor liquidity, and more. From occasionally you'll always get Singapore. That Singapore liquidity is slowly creeping up, and there's some exciting racing happening in Singapore, usually on a Friday night and Sunday. You set your profit targets, you set your loss targets, you also set the size of the fields that you want. If you only want medium-sized fields, you can do that. You can also delete races that you don't want to, and this is part of the micromanagement I was talking about. If you want to micromanage the software, you can go in and delete races that you don't want to. But alternatively, there is the option now in the win market to select handicap racing or non-handicap racing or harness racing. It's all there, so you can do it on a broad scale, or you can go in and individually pick races out that you don't want. You might not want to bet on maidens, you might not want to bet on all weather. You can go in there and eliminate an all weather meeting or just certain races. It's for you to tailor make it. And the 10 tabs means you'll never miss a race. And in the tutorials I'll talk about the Mexican wave, which is part of the 10 tabs, or you can use it standard 10 tab and only activate 5 if you wish. There's no need to use all 10. But that is covered in the tutorial video down further. Okay, you can even bet on harness racing in Australia and New Zealand, and there's some other countries, Sweden, and that has harness racing also. If you choose to do that, the harness racing, by unticking it, works extremely well. Obviously in the win market. In the place market, not so well, because the way Betfair lists their races in the place market doesn't determine what distance or sort of race it is. So, but you can select harness racing if you wish. Okay, you can run the bot on a VPS. Now, if you want to run bots like I run mine continually from Australia and then into England and then back into Australia. I use the same bot to do both markets, and I make a bit broader setting. So you can run that on a VPS. If you don't know what a VPS is, there's a link on this page and you can find out. It's a virtual private server where the software sits independently. My software sits in London, and it just it's betting on their server. So if I don't need to leave my computers on overnight betting on England, me being in Australia. So the VPS, we're finding more and more of our clients now using VPSs for automatic bot betting, just that it's a lot more reliable. Okay, and the software has auto reload, so that when one day's racing finishes, it auto reloads. In fact, it auto reloads every hour in case races are delayed. So the bot is set up so that it can be run 24/7. Like occasionally when I go away, the bot will just run for a week or a week and a half without me looking at it, or I can also look at it on my smartphone, seeing I run it on a VPS. But just another avenue on how you can use this sort of software. Okay, so it will run on any Windows-based PC, laptop or tablet. It won't run on Apple and won't run on Android. Having said that, I get access on my iPhone, I get access on my Android phone, because my VPS has a little, I use Tagadab in the UK, and you can download the Tagadab app on your iPad or on your Android phone, and that lets you have a look and change bets, change parameters if you want to, on your VPS, which has the software sitting on it. Okay, so the options to use are back only, lay only, back and lay, win market, place market, and you can Dutch up to the first 5 in the betting if you wish to do that. If you have a favourite method that relies on following markets, then this is a software that maybe it can do it for you, so that you don't have to sit at the computer hours on hours looking at markets, seeing whether you can place a bet or not. If it's a price driven system that you're using, something like Late Pro 88 or something, then this is something that you could look at using and freeing up your time so you're not stuck in front of the computer. Okay, how does this software do it? Well, it looks at the Betfair markets, and it looks at backs, lays and Dutches, stakes to make a profit and recover losses, or you can set your stop loss very, very low, like 1p or 2p, and then in effect the software will only level stake your selections right through the day. Or action to stop loss, if you have a if it breaches the stop loss, then the software will either stop betting if you've had it unticked, or will continue betting but starting at the beginning again. Wins, backs and lays are treated separately. What do you need to run this? Well, you need a Windows-based PC or laptop, or a VPS server. You need a Betfair account that's funded. You can start with a small bank. The good thing with it, if you choose, this will let you bet under the Betfair minimum. You can bet 1p, 2p, 10p, whatever you want, while you're trying to find strategies that really work for you. You can do this, which you can't do using the normal Betfair interface. If you want to bet on Australia and New Zealand racings, you'll need to have money in what they call the Australian wallet. The Australian Betfair is completely separate company structure than Betfair UK. So they run, all bets run through their own wallet, so obviously they know what monies are committed to them. So you'll need to get Betfair to set this up if you haven't got an Australian wallet, but to set it up means obviously a lot more racing that you can cover. Like on any day in Australia, the worst day is 2 meetings, and the best day can get up to 10, 12, 14 meetings. So obviously that increases, and it also lets you bet in the New Zealand market as well. So that's another avenue. Below you'll see some strategies that we have used in testing the software. We encourage you to find others, as the ones that we give you are only to get you thinking about what possibilities. So let's have a look at one now. This one here is looking in the UK and Ireland market, and it's betting the first favourite in the market, in the place market, sorry, and it's looking at the favourite that's over 1.5 in the place market. Now, it's only a short, it's just under a week here, but I'm only looking in this one here to make 10p. That's all. I'm looking at a 10p profit, and in the 6 days it's made £17 profit, just looking for a 10p profit each race, and then with a profit delta, which we'll talk about more, also of 10p. So that really does boot along. As you can see there, the orange line is the accumulated profit, and you can see there we're up to £17 profit, just over 6 days, looking for just 10p profit. Okay, and this one here is in the Australian market, and what we're looking for here is we're laying the 5th favourite in the market. The odds have got to be between 8 and 10. So you can see there, just looking for 10p stop losses. All we're looking for a 10p target. We've managed to make £6.85 just in those 6 days, chasing 10p profit on a losing lay. So you can see the orange line there, it's up to 6.85, and the blue lines are showing each day. You can see there May the 27th, we made exactly 0. So they are two of the many strategies that we will show you down there. You'll see laying the 5 for the UK and Ireland, etc. So thanks for taking this 10 or 12 minutes to watch this video. Below is the user guide, which you can download and flick through, and that may answer some of your questions. And also there's the tutorial video that you can have a look at and get an even better feel on how it works. We do, as we always do, reserve the right to either stop sales at any time or increase the prices. So today is always the best day to lock in a deal on this SAW Deluxe software. We hope that you'll have as much fun with it and profit as we have bringing it to you, and also may you come across some brilliant strategies that you can even email us and share with other folks that are using this software. On behalf of Michael, the hard-working creator behind SAW Deluxe, and myself, Steve Davidson, thanks for watching this, and we hope that you see the opportunity that it brings to your punting. Thank you.